Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing some lime wash on the exterior of a residential ranch. This is our home and it is the length of the front of the house. It's only one side. I think it's about 100 feet in length. And it's 10:20 a.m. so I wanted to report how long it took. We did experience lime wash before with the fireplace, but nothing on the exterior on this big of a scale. I just wanted to have some record out there for anybody else who's wanting to lime wash and let anybody know what real time it took for just an ordinary person like a homeowner. Again, 10:20 a.m. and we're not doing just the painting, we'll be doing a bunch of other stuff. So realistic outlook on how long it might take to paint one length of house. Again, 100 linear feet. So if you have a house that's like 50 by 50, then it'll be the same, but let's get into it. So this is the side of the house that we're about to lime wash. And part of that process is prepping. So we had to do some gardening. There's an invasive species over here taking up this entire side of the gardening bed. There's some parts of it. It's now 10:40. We already pressure washed the outside of the house last weekend. So if I were splitting hairs, I'd say that took about 2 to 3 hours. That could add into the time that it would take you to do this. So if you're pressure washing in the same day, it's not a terrible thing, because you have to wet the surface every time you're applying it. So technically speaking, we could have done it all in one go, but I wanted to make sure that the pressure washing was detailed and I got into the cracks and crevices. This brick is definitely starting to show its age. So getting the lime wash on there is going to be good for protecting it. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes, but just cleaning up this portion and then we'll start mixing and get ready for lime washing. All right, now I'm going to mix up the lime wash. This is a 0.67 gallon. We have 4 of them for the front of our house. We'll see how much we actually use. And it has to be mixed with a 50 to 70% part of water. So this is the sort of consistency we're working with, almost like pancake batter. And it's up to you to kind of test it. I'm going to test a little bit of this on a portion of the house that's hidden. We'll see how it supplies. Somewhere in that realm though. All right, so we're going in for the first dip. That's kind of consistency on the brush. And again, you could wash this off with a hose like right away. I'll actually demonstrate that. See how thick it goes on. I might want to add a little bit more water to that just to get a little bit more coverage, but it's a kind of a challenge to see where it lies on the spectrum of too thin and too thick. Once you step back, that looks pretty good, so I don't know if I want to go any thinner than that. All right, here's just normal hose pressure. You can see it sprays it right off. Does run a bit, but you could get it off in the first like couple hours if you're not into the look. All right, so an update, it is 1:30. I think we started at 10:30, so 3 hours of work to do most of the front of the house. We kind of didn't account for the amount of lime wash that we had accurately. I thought we had 3 buckets, but we only had 2. So to make it work along the whole face, we didn't lime wash any of like the interior window frames and whatnot, the sills. But it's something that I haven't seen before with lime washing. Let me know what you think about it, because I think it's 50-50. Some people will love it, some people will hate it. We got all the way to the end. We weren't able to get this interior portion, but again, kind of works with the accents of the red brick around the windows. And we did that because, for one, we didn't have enough lime wash, but also because we have white frames right now. We're going to repaint them black. But again, give me an opinion on what everybody's thoughts are on how the design looks currently, because at least it retains some of the aesthetic of the natural brick, but also being contrasty. We have red mulch, so it works with the brick. And our address plate actually pops now with the old. It was almost like a German schmear, like in here. Not quite, but kind of just like a rustic brick. The address plate really kind of was hidden. But yeah, it looks pretty good in my opinion. Cammy doesn't love the red brick around the windows, but you know, it's again personal opinion. I don't tend to love it just because it kind of looks like it's unfinished, but I think if we leaned into it more and did some landscape accenting, it would look pretty good. So I'm gonna go out to the street so you can see what it looks like. We're on a corner lot, so that's what it looks like coming from the side. And it looks pretty good to me. I mean, we're clearly going to be putting some potted plants out here. Probably one right there, one right there. That cut down tree is a myrtle, and then probably 2 more pots down there. And I think it'll look really clean out here. I'm going to go back and till this rock so that you could actually see it. Just anticipating spring, so we have a nice garden out here. And 3 hours of work, pretty good, awesome turnout for how little work. I mean, it was pretty hard work with the hand brush, but again, looks pretty awesome. Let me know what you think about the red brick around the windows. I'll take it into consideration before painting them, but don't forget to go out there, create your own adventure however you can, spread some positivity. See you on the next one. Oh, by the way, that was just 2, was it 2 or 3 buckets? 3 buckets of lime wash? 3 buckets of lime wash for that hole. It's I think it's 80 or 100 feet, I can't remember, by 8.